Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into international horror and psychological thrillers, stick around because today I'm diving deep into the Turkish coffee table. I have to admit, I went into this one with high hopes. The director previously gave us Baskin, which remains one of the most intense and unforgettable Turkish horror movies out there. That film had such a unique atmosphere and bold visuals that I was thrilled to see him tackling another project. On top of that, I was a big fan of the original Spanish movie, The Coffee Table. That version was a masterclass in building dread. It was incredibly suspenseful and anxiety-inducing, keeping you on the edge the whole time with its smart pacing and mounting pressure. I still think about it sometimes. Sadly, this Turkish remake doesn't quite capture the magic. It's a pretty direct riff on the source material, but the changes don't always land in its favour. For those who haven't seen either film, the story centres on a new father who becomes obsessed with buying this incredibly tacky, ornate, neo-inspired glass coffee table for their home. While he is putting it together alone, a truly horrific accident unfolds. What follows is a long, desperate evening where he spirals into a panic-stricken web of lies, trying everything he can to hide the devastating truth from his wife. Where this remake shines is in its darker tone. It pushes the boundaries further than the original movie, especially with the shocking reveal of the accident. That scene is incredibly gruesome and generally disturbing to watch. I appreciated how it expanded on the main character's inner turmoil, showing his guilt and trauma completely spiraling out of control as the night goes on. There's also noticeably more violence woven throughout this film, giving it a rawer, heavier feel. However, these strengths are held back by some issues. The lead actress playing the wife delivers one of the most annoying performances I have seen in many years. Her character spends the majority of the runtime complaining about everything under the sun and repeatedly fixated on that damn coffee table. It quickly becomes exhausting and pulls you out of the tension of the film. By the time we reach the ending, it just feels silly and unsatisfying in my opinion. Undercutting much of the emotional weight the film was also trying to build. Compared side by side, this version has more brutality and graphic moments, but it lacks the masterful tension and suspense that made the original Spanish film so effective. The anxiety doesn't build in the same relentless way, and some of the added elements feel forced rather than natural. Overall, the Turkish coffee table is a mixed bag. It has enough bold, dark ambition to hold your attention if you're a fan of horror or Turkish genre cinema, but it never reaches the heights of its predecessor or the director's previous work. It's a watchable curiosity, but not one I'll be rushing back to watch anytime soon. I'm giving this film a rating of 2 out of 5. Some generally unsettling sequences and deeper emotional exploration can't quite overcome the frustrating characters and I'll say diluted suspense, because there wasn't any suspense in this movie anyway. Have you seen this remake yet, or the original Spanish version? Which one did you prefer and why? Let me know down in the comments. I love reading all your thoughts and comments. And also make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more honest international horror film reviews. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.